Hello, we are live. Getting set up on my laptop. There we go. If y'all could drop in, where are y'all watching from? Drop in where you're watching from. Drop me a hello. Y'all gotta talk to me. Say hello and where you logging in from. Come on now, Mike. You know this ain't even about you. You cannot get in the dominate community. You already dominate. No, Mike. Mike is doing big things. You guys jump on, and if you could, please share the video. Let everybody know that we are live. We're about to talk tonight. This is right exciting. Oh, there's Felicia. Hey, Felicia. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Everybody tell me where you watching from so I'll know who we got on. Where you from, where you located. Philly. We got Philly in the house. Shayna all the way in Canada. I'm coming, Shayna. I'm coming. Canada is calling. I will be in Winnipeg this year. My mom is on from Natchez, Mississippi. Oh, my mother-in-law is on. Look at that. The two moms drop in at the same time. Got my mom and my other mom. Look at that. Philly in the building. Look at there. Come on, Mike. You got a wife. Stay on. Your wife might need this information. Don't log off. This is the only time you get to experience the Dominate community. Lemoyne say you can't share. Did I not make it public? Can you guys share the video? You don't have the option to share. Let me know if you guys don't have the option to share, and I'll try to change the settings on here before I can see it's public. All right. Cotton capital of the world. Greenwood, Mississippi in the house. Look at that. Cool. I'm going to let a couple more people join in, and then we're going to get ramped up. There we go. They sharing the video, so it's working. It's working. All right, great. We're going to roll in just a second. I got some special guests that's coming on with me tonight, so that makes it even more exciting. And we're going to make sure we're all tech savvy. I hope I can join everybody in. If I can't, we go figure something else out. But we're going to get started here in just a second, just trying to give everybody the opportunity to jump on real quick. And I'm trying to get my comments to load up so I can see what you guys are saying when I bring on the guest for today. There we go. All right. I think I got all my guests signed on, or at least the first few. Oh, look, got my sister on. Now we ready to rock and roll. Now that Jaleesa's on, we can get started. So let's do this. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you for you guys joining with me tonight. It is a great pleasure to have so many of you guys on to even just want to know what the Dominate community is all about. And I can tell you, I have had one intense day, okay? This launch is absolutely amazing. I mean, the responses have been absolutely phenomenal. And so before I bring on any of the special guests, which I'm looking right now just to make sure I have everybody jumping on. Let's see. Okay, I think we're waiting on one more special guest to pop up. But just to give you guys just a little bit of a background of the Dominate community and how it got started. So I think I told on one of my last Facebook Lives is a lot of people ask me, well, what is it that I do specifically in a day, or how is it that, I'm able to quote unquote dominate a day? And what I really realized was I have a large group of people that support me, from my husband, of course, who absolutely, oh my gosh, babe, thank you so much for all you're doing right now. Lemoyne is holding it down with the homework with the girls, and he's going to move on to bath time so that I can do this live. And that's the exact thing that I want to talk about tonight is community, right? So I have my spouse Of course, I have my parents that play a large role in helping me with my girls, and my sisters, they help a lot. But just for me personally, just personal development, I've had, people that are going to jump on the call tonight, like a Shayna Robinson that has just completely transformed my brand. And then, of course, Mel that's going to be on tonight, just helped me to bring my business to the next level. She's even helped me to, train some of my employees at our State Farm office. And then you got people like Robbie that's going to be on tonight that has just poured into my life tremendously, in my faith walk. And so I realized that there were a lot of different areas in my life that I was excelling. And it was because I had accountability partners in those areas. And so once I realized that I was doing, great in some areas and then horrible in some, I figured if I could find an accountability partner that I could put in each area of my life that I wanted to succeed, that I would, because I had already found out I was doing great in business. My faith walk was great. Just different areas in life. My fitness was great. I introduced a trainer into my regimen to make sure that I reach my goals. And so having accountability partners for me was just so important. And then I thought to myself, why would I keep that secret to myself? Like, why would I not introduce, more people to that concept? Because really, as women, we tend to just get off in this little hole, and we don't reach out for help. We don't, talk to other people about what we need. And honestly, we think that it's a bad thing when we say we need someone to help us with our kids, or I need somebody to comb my girl's hair. No, I fully accepted the fact that Crystal cannot comb hair, but my core group of people can lay some grease on that stuff, you hear me? And I mean, it's slick when they finish. I can't do that. And I'm woman enough to say that, yes, I'm woman enough to have kids, but I don't necessarily know everything it is to know when it comes to, rearing a child. I need help with matching the clothes. I need help with doing the hair. And in other areas of my life, even though I love business, I need people to hold me accountable to my business goals. I need people to hold me accountable to my fitness goals. And that's exactly what the Dominate community is actually able to do for so many women. And once I realized that was the secret sauce, having accountability partners in every area of my life so my marriage can be better, so I can be a better parent, so I can be better at my finances, so that my business can grow. Of course, I want to share that with the world. And so that's exactly what the Dominate community is. That's what it's about. And so I have some women that I'm going to bring on here tonight that are some of what we call our Dominate Shero coaches that will be pouring into our communities on a weekly basis. We'll have some weekly webinars and conference calls where, our women can come on together as a group and learn and grow from life experiences from each other. And that's huge, life experiences. I've been able to avoid some things because some of the women in my community have experienced some things that I don't necessarily want to experience. And so they teach me, how to avoid those things. And sadly, I've experienced some things in my life that I never want to experience again. However, I'm now able to share my story with women and empower them to go into a different direction because of the lessons that I've learned. And so community is very important, and I'm so glad to have my Shero coaches that are about to come on. And Mel, I'm gonna drag you in here if I can. You sent me a request a second ago. Let's see if I can find you. Can you send me another request there, Mel? Let's see. Y'all bear with me. There she is. Let's invite her over. Mel, can you send me there she is. All right, add her on. Let's see if we can bring Mel in. Man, she just totally transformed my business. And if you saw my Facebook post earlier today, Mel is actually responsible for my business name.
Hey there.
Hey, there she is.
Hello.
So,
yes.
Mel, I wanted you to come on tonight and just talk to our, of course, potential Dominate community members here. And then, of course, some of the members are actually on the live tonight. But I wanted to bring you in just to show the value that you added to my life. And I'm super excited that you're about to add the same thing. And let me preface this, right? Mel is the perfect combination of smart and shady at the same time. Like, she gonna give it to you straight, no chasers, but it's meant for your good, okay? And she make you laugh at the same time. So that's the great thing about Mel. But I just want you to share a little bit about your company and what you do. and the value, of course, that you are definitely bringing to my life, but what's about to happen in the Dominate community.
Sure. Thanks so much. Awesome. So, Crystal did mention this earlier today, but I'll just let you know who I am and kind of what I do to sort of set the stage for the insights I want to give you today. So, my name's Melanie Duppins. I'm the founder of Breaker 28. I'm also a nonprofit executive, and I got there pretty quickly. So, I got to my first C-suite role when I was just before 30. And as a first generation college grad Latina from New York, like that was a big deal for me, and it was a big deal for my family. As someone who's been in the nonprofit sector my whole career, it's really been about education and justice and social justice. Really, that's my heartbeat. And so Breaker 28 has a pretty simple mission. We get women of color into bigger jobs and more money.com. That's what we do. Bigger jobs, more money.
Yes.
And so I can call it career acceleration, but really that's what I mean. And so I want to focus for the next maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I'll have a minute or two for questions for you guys on a particular topic that can help everybody on this call. It doesn't matter if you're just coming back to work after having a few kids, or you've been in the workforce a few years and you've hit a wall, or you're a superstar and you're trying to get to the next level of your job. I wanted to prepare something that could be useful for everybody, but ties to Crystal's point about the value of community. So there's about a 7-year period in my career journey where I tripled my salary. And in the nonprofit sector, that's especially hard to do because they don't have money for big salaries. And so it's even more of an achievement in that sector to triple your salary in 7 years. And I did that through, in large part, upgrading the professional contacts that I had around me. And so I did that in 3 places. The mentor, which you typically hear, you need mentors, you need sponsors. Yes, amen. And then also mentees, people I was supporting, bringing along. So I had to get sharper in order to train them. But you hear that too. What you don't hear people talking about a lot, but everybody who's a boss knows about, is allies. People who are your peers and who supplement you in your areas of weakness. And so, for example, I can remember it wasn't the first or second big promotion I got, but maybe the third. I upgraded into a community of women, and we had what we called, like, it wasn't even a lean in circle because it wasn't a thing yet. It was actually like we called it a rise circle because there was a book, Rise, which is a great book, by the way, which we used in order to rise in our organization. And so we had maybe 4 of us. We were in different areas of the company. We had different career goals. We had different strengths. One was on the tech team. One woman was in operations. One woman was, I was in program management, kind of fundraising. And we had a bunch of different strengths and weaknesses. But when we came together, that community was more powerful than the sum of each of its pieces.
Yeah.
And the problem for women of color specifically, like just putting a fine point on many people who are here, is we don't have access to those kind of folks. Like we have access to people who are beautiful and excel in the physical area, or who are healthy sometimes, we'll see, and excel in the physical area, or maybe spiritually juggernaut, excel in the spiritual area. But on the career side, because there's so few of us achieving C-suite seats, there just aren't a lot of us to go to be exceptional. Yeah. And so what I found is you got to be intentional about putting people in your life that are better than you, hungrier than you, more ambitious than you, going to make you feel a certain sort of way when you get lazy and complacent. Like you need that. And yet in our community, it doesn't just happen.
Can we pause on that real quick, Mel? Because you said something that I feel like a lot of women, just women in general, and then even more specifically, women of color have an issue with, right? So we do need the community and we do need those allies. However, it seems like there is a competition struggle type deal sometimes. And to be honest with you, years ago, I had some issues with even being in women groups just because of, I felt like, okay, it's going to be some cattiness, it's going to be some gossip, and I had to be freed and broken from that because not every woman is that way. But I don't think that I'm the only woman that feels that way, though, that says, they don't want to necessarily be in a community of women just for those same reasons or issues. And so what you're saying is the exact opposite, is that there is power in our numbers and there is power in us being able to combine our strengths together. Because of course you are just, I call you a baby genius. Like you can just think and process stuff way faster than I can, which is why when I have an idea, I immediately, send you a message. Hey, Mel, this is what I'm thinking about, because I know that you can process things differently, and I'm not at all intimidated,
Mm-hmm.
by your excellence in any type of way. So I think that it's huge what you're saying.
So I got two things that I wanted to drop on this issue. The first is we are not having a complacency conversation, right? Like if you get in a group with catty, insecure women, it's going to be hell on wheels. I'm not pretending that's
Mm,
not true, right? So
mm,
if your experience has been every time I try to make friends with women, this is my experience, that may say something about you and some of the behaviors you have, but it also
right.
say something about where your pool is, like where you're, where you're trying to get support. Strong people support strong people,
Ooh.
right? Like I'll tell you, because most of the time when I'm at the table, I'm not with women of color. I'm with white men and white women, right? Primarily. It's
Hmm.
not by choice. It's just I'm at work and that's where work is, right? At the C-suite,
Okay.
often more white men, more white women. And I'll tell you, the strongest managers, the strongest executives, the strongest CEOs, they will give you the shirt off their back. It's only people that are high middling C
Hmm.
players that need to hold on to everything they have. And so my argument would be, if you find yourself with women who make you nickel and dime to find every little piece of advice you need, you're in the wrong group.
Let them go. Please let them go, people.
Right, right. Elsa, let it go, right? And so here's the thing though. Crystal, here's what I know about you. If those women, those high middling, high C women who don't want to give and just want to take, if they happen to find themselves in the dominate community, I feel like you'll help them exit and walk the runway to change. Like I don't
Oh,
at all
most definitely.
that you have you have no problems with that. And so I think part of what's special about what you're building is you don't tolerate that mess. And
Yeah.
so you're creating a container for excellence and for generosity. And I've heard you talk
Mhm.
about the culture you're setting. And so if you haven't had that experience, we invite you to have that experience. And I don't get any kickback
Oh,
saying,
it's so much better on this side, Mel.
I
It's so
do.
much.
We invite you to try it out. So that was the first thing I wanted to say. You might be hanging with the B list if you're having that experience. And then the second thing I want to say is I want to separate the personal value of an individual, their human value to you, and their alignment with where you're trying to go. Because
Hmm.
the opposite thing is what I've experienced. We're so loyal to our friends, to our family, to whatever, and we feel like by upgrading, we're telling them they're not good enough. And that's not
Mm.
true. That's not true.
Right.
It's just two different buckets, okay? So you have your love
Right.
bucket. I heard one of my mentors say this, your love bucket and your money bucket, right?
There you go.
And what you need is alignment. So in your love
Hmm.
bucket, you need alignment around love. People who accept you for you, who are down for you, who are with you when you're ugly and nasty and whatever. And in your money, career, acceleration, hustle, fitness, whatever bucket you have over here, you need people who are aligned to your mission in that area.
There you go.
And they're not mutually exclusive. You can play in multiple buckets, but just because somebody only plays in one doesn't mean they're less valuable. They just don't belong in the other bucket. And because we've
I hope
studied
y'all see why I got Mel on this call right now, because I want to take notes and I can't.
and so the last thing I'll say on this is, we are so scarce in support as women, and specifically as
Mhm.
women of color, that we're taking one person and we're trying to put them in 5 boxes, and they're just one person. They can't do every role. And so
Mm-mm.
what I'm inviting you to, and Crystal, like I'm a partner of hers, but I don't get a kickback for saying this. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm inviting you to the experience of having enough support that you don't have people in 5 roles. Where the people in your
Mm.
life that should be in your love bucket are in your love bucket. The people who should be in your fitness bucket are in your fitness bucket. The people who are in your job bucket, career hustle bucket, are in that bucket. And that's the kind of community that the Dominate community will be.
Well, I'm telling you, Mel, you on payroll for the marketing team of the Dominate community, because that was just beautiful. Like, I don't know if I could have said it better than that. Like, everything that you just said literally has been, my life over the last year or so. Just, putting together a core group of people that are helping me in different areas. But what's so great about it is what I've learned over time is I'm glad now that I'm in mutualism. And a lot of times, as women, we're attached to parasite relationships. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we got this friend that always need to borrow money, that always don't want to do nothing, that always tearing you down, that's always whatever. You know, whereas now I literally am involved in strictly mutual relationships, meaning I am giving all I have in all areas, and everybody that I'm giving to is giving back to me
Mm-hmm.
in the same regard. And that is the beauty of community. I just happened to put it together, you know, almost accidentally. And then when I realized that, I said, no way, can this just be a secret? Like, people need to know you. You know, women need to know you specifically because they are stuck in their careers, and they're afraid to, you know, mention it to the girl that used to be in the cubicle next to her and made it up. They're scared to ask her, how do I get out of this particular position? How did you get where you are now? And the girl that's at the new spot might be a little too shady to even tell her how she got there. And
Mm-hmm.
it's too much of that. And I'm quite frankly, I'm sick of it. Like, I just feel like there is a way for us to help each other and build each other and do it in such a way where everybody wins. That's just it. I think the community can serve so many different people in that aspect if people are open to something different. Because this is way different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is nothing like ever. I've never seen it before. Okay, so I'm putting together these pieces, you know, as they go, but they are fitting together so well. And each one of you guys, each one of my coaches that are helping me in this community, man, you guys complement each other so well. It's everybody has the missing piece, and we are making a beautiful masterpiece here in the community. And I'm after all you just said, I just want to take a seat and just sit back and just watch the rest of this. Like, I'm
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
me
just
too.
bring the next person on, and I'm just not even gonna talk. I'm gonna just say no, because that was, I mean, phenomenal, Mel. But before you do jump off, I want you to tell the viewers that we have on right now how they can find you, where they can find you,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you jump off, please do put that in the comment section so that women that are, you know, struggling in the career area or building their business, you know, they can find you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm at Breaker, Breaker 28.com. And there's a blog there with lots of really great career advice. There's ways to become a member of what we're doing, personal, pre-executive coaching, all that good stuff. But I'm a super nerd, so I'm always posting the latest insights, the latest books you should be reading, and all that good stuff. So enjoy. And I'm so excited, Crystal, about being a part of this community and helping to make sure you've got some women career hustlers taking their place.
Yes. They gotta make the paper, Mel. That's all I'm saying. We can we can do a lot of stuff, but the money is important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Mel, for your time, and for
Absolutely.
those of you that are about to be in the Dominate community. You'll be seeing much more of Mel and her beautiful insight. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.
All right. Ooh, I know y'all like, oh, it's another one. Yes, it is. I'm telling you, these women are absolutely amazing. I'm about to look for Shayna right now. Let's see if Shayna is ready to jump on. Shayna is my diva. Where is the diva? Let's look for Shayna. You guys got to send me some hand claps or some hearts or some likes or something. I know y'all watching and listening, but send some stuff. Share it with some people while we getting the people on. Can we get a, you know, hand clap? You know, hey, I'm liking it. Give me something.
Hello.
Look at this. This diva comes on here. Let me go change clothes real quick. I'll be right back. God. Shayna, what did you just leave off the runway or what? I'm just saying.
Hey.
You just jump on. Oh man. Shayna is my brand consultant. She get me straight when I'm out of line. She just do what she do, man. Yeah. Tell the people about yourself, Shayna, what you do, why you do it, how you do it. Just do you. She took me all out of control.
You guys, first of all, I want to say thank you to Crystal. And even though we have the same last name, there is no relation, but I wish she was my sister. She is so dope. And I just absolutely love her. But I want to let you know that my name's Shayna Robinson, and I'm the founder and visionary of Rebrand You. So Rebrand You was born about 4 years ago when I needed a personal rebrand. For those of you that will hear my story, the more that we talk, I went from being a bar star to an all-star, and now growing from a life coach into an image consultant. And I like to call myself the champion to women with curves, the women of influence who are curvy and who need to learn how to dress their bodies so that they can better respect themselves, own their confidence. You know, it's one of those buzzwords that we talk about, confidence. But what ends up happening is that we actually don't know what confidence means to us. And so then is it tangible for us? So a lot of times we're searching for this and we're seeking it, but we don't really know how to find that. But I've got a little formula that we can use to definitely amp it up.
Well, that formula work. I'm a living testimony. I'm just saying, if y'all saw the pictures from my photo shoot, she is 1,000% responsible for that. I hate to cut y'all, Shayna, but listen, I had a good experience, right? Like the girl, first of all, she all the way in Canada somewhere. I don't even know where she ended up in there, but she in Canada. I get a box at my door with everything in there that I could possibly need for this photo shoot. And when I tell you, I felt, the photographer said, man, you are really feeling yourself in this outfit, huh? Like, I was so different, like, in these clothes. But they were clothes. But Shayna took the time to not only just study my brand, but she studied my, my personality and what she knows that I like. But it was just the perfect combination when I opened this box. She even dressed my kids and my husband from a million miles away. I don't know how many miles Canada is, but it's a lot. You need a passport to get over there.
Yes.
What I'm saying is the girl is good. Okay, go back.
Okay. Thank you. I did not pay Crystal to do that.
Hey, you didn't have to. I'm just saying, these pictures are beautiful.
Well, I mean, they speak for themselves, right? Crystal is a gorgeous woman, and her thing was definitely to be able to wear jeans and tees. Anybody who knows Crystal knows that that's how she rocks. But what we knew was that when she was branding Dominate with Crystal, was that we needed to go to the next level, because people will only respect you and pay you based off of how you look. Because based within the first 7 seconds of even me hopping on to the live tonight, everybody on here who doesn't know me had a first impression of who I was, and you all judged me. And that's totally fine, right? But I needed to be very cognizant of the image that I wanted to put out. So that's why, I made sure my hair was done. I made sure my makeup was on. I made sure I was in my brand colors, just being very cognizant. So there's some women on the line today who I'm really excited to get to know a little bit better, because really, this isn't about me. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you in the Dominate community in 3 areas. The first one is in the area of confidence. So we're actually going to discuss what confidence is. And there's no 2 people on the line that have the same requirements to become confident. So this is why it's really an inside job, but it's a personal conversation. I just have this way of being able to open people up and have a dialogue about being real. And so I'm all about authenticity. Speaking of authenticity, what that channels into is our style. So how many of us go and look at the mannequins and maybe pick out something that wasn't for us, put it on, and hope it works? Crystal does. Not anymore.
Every time. Well, right. Now that I have Shayna, I don't have to do that anymore.
There we go.
But every time.
And so that wasn't designed with you in mind. So what I want to be able to do is help each woman who's part of the Dominate community find her authentic style. If you feel like you're lacking in confidence, and most women on the line, I'm not a mother, but I'm a bonus parent. And so I understand waking kids up in the morning, having to get ready, do your hair and makeup if you choose to and you like that stuff. Pick out clothes that actually represent you for the day so that you feel confident and you can walk through your day and you can own your day. I'm all about owning your space. And that starts with feeling good and looking good. If you look like you rolled out of bed, you're going to attract people who pay you like you rolled out of bed. You're going to attract people who come into your life who are also rolling out of bed and not being productive. Like a
Come on.
Right?
Not the man that looked like he rolled out the bed coming into your life. Oh, that is so sexy.
And the other thing is about your personal brand. So if you're like Mel, myself, Crystal, guess what? There's a lot of you guys on the line who either have a dream of a business that you want to start. You have been toying with it and putting yourself last. You have been saying that there's every excuse in the book, which being part of the Dominate community, you're no longer going to have room for, because we don't tolerate excuses. Right?
Not up in here.
Not over here. You're in the wrong group. But you've always had the dream of being able to create a business. And I think that for myself personally, and I think that every woman on the line who has a business idea or is operating in their business knows the importance of a personal brand. So just pointing out a couple things. Navy is one of my brand colors. You see silver behind me, which is part of one of our other brand colors. Being very cognizant of the things that are around us. I have in front of me a little candle with an S, and it's rose gold. That's another one of our brand colors. All of these things create brand recognition. I had my niece, who's 2 years old, this past weekend, and we were driving and we passed McDonald's. Any of you guys have kids probably know that she goes McDonald's because she eats there. And so what I knew from that was that brand recognition is so huge. And what we do as women sometimes is we downplay the value of our personal brand. So by tying together your confidence, your style in an authentic way, and your personal brand and image, we are going to package you for success. And we are going to package you for success whether you have a business or whether your business is your home, because we cannot underestimate being an amazing mother, being an amazing wife or girlfriend or whatever role you play. I'm telling you, my boyfriend loves when I'm packaged like this. He doesn't necessarily,
Wow.
right? It's packaging. So
See, packaging. I got it. So, all right. That's phase 2, Shana. You got to package me for my husband.
Oh.
Hello. Yes, we going to get packaged for. Yes. Oh, you just led on to a whole nother subject. We're going to have to put you in 2 different segments in the community now, Shana. I thought it was just going to be one area, but you're going to have like 3 assignments now.
I got packaging in that department too. Down pat.
There we go.
And the last thing that I just want to leave everyone with is that the success of a curvy woman of influence is highly dependent on her personal brand and her personal image. I'm just totally here to serve you. This community is a wealth of knowledge. Crystal, thank you so much for bringing all of us together. I'm totally open to answering questions, but more importantly, it's time to take action.
Ooh, wait! I think I'm doing a good job with Shana, because Shana, she started talking like me now. So this is right exciting.
Oh.
You know?
Side note, Crystal has revolutionized my life personally since she walked in. She's totally a breath of fresh air. And I can be the first to say I was a highly emotional person, and that when it's a blessing and a curse for me. You know, I love hard, I laugh hard, I play hard. So when it crashes, I crash hard. But the beauty of that is, just like Mel was talking about, when you are surrounded with like-minded people, when you are surrounded with other powerful women, like attracts like. And so when I have those hard times, you better believe that Crystal's on speed dial. She's a message away. I can reach out to her. She always makes time. She's always there, and she will give you the truth. If you need something that, if you need somebody in your life who is really going to say to you, like, enough is enough, and speak truth to you, right? Because we have enough yes people in our lives. This community is about speaking truth to each other from a place of love so that we can all excel and we can all go to the next level. And we cannot have that if we're not open to being coached by each other, if we're not open to sharing experiences with each other. But you know what? I don't want to keep rambling on. There's so many other amazing coaches. I'm just so honored to be on the roster, on the squad. I take it.
Come on, now, Shana. I cannot do this without having my coach on the line. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And that's the whole key, man. Yeah. I want people to know, yes, you know, I do my best to dominate every day. but I'm only able to do it in such a way because I do have people like Shayna where I can say, hey, Shayna, I'm about to send this out. What it look like? Nope, it sucked. Let me fix it. You know, so I I understand the value in that, and I'm woman enough to say I do need help in the area, you know, of styling and branding, and not just that. Even if you don't own a business, some women just aren't confident, literally in their own skin, let alone, you know, to put on an outfit.
Yeah.
And so I think that you bring so much value to the table in the confidence piece, mainly just because I don't care if you're a business owner, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you know, a career woman, you want to be comfortable and you want to be confident when you know, walking the stages of the world, or, you know, waiting on your husband to come in the door, or going to pick up your kids, you know, from school at the end of the day. Whatever it is, you want to walk out of the door being fierce.
Yeah.
Even if it's in a t-shirt and some jeans. I want to look good in my t-shirt and
That's
jeans.
right.
And you have a way of figuring out how to do that for any and everybody. I don't know how you do it, but hey, that's your gift, and I'm glad that God gave it to you. I'm excited about the connection. I need you to tell these people how they can find out about you, because I need them to know what I know.
Okay, so to know what Crystal knows, I would like you guys to all go to Shayna. Well, I have 2 websites, but don't go to that Shayna one. Go to rebrandyou.ca. So REBRANDYOU.ca. I'm in Canada, so .ca. But I'm going to post the link below. You know what? Feel free to shoot me some message, even if this just got some things turning for you. To be able to serve as a coach in the Dominate community, the best thing to do is let us know what you need so we can fill that gap for you. So we love to serve, and we can't wait to get to know you guys better.
Super. Oh my gosh. I'm excited, Shayna. I need you to drop your information in the comments once I let you out, so that everybody can find you if they couldn't write it down. Okay. Thank you so much, Shayna. Of course, we'll be talking soon, probably tomorrow. But I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for you know, serving in the Dominate community. This is absolutely huge. You guys throw Shayna some hearts when I let her go. Throw her a couple of hearts. There we go. All right. Look, I know we talked about a lot of different stuff, and I know y'all probably thinking at this particular point, like, where is the fitness piece, right? You know I got it. You know I got it. Here comes the fitness. Now, let me tell you, this girl right here is a little extreme, though. Felicia do a lot of stuff. You think I do a lot of stuff in the gym? This girl right here do a lot of stuff in the gym. So I'm hoping Felicia can jump on if she's, I know she was in mid-travel trying to get back home. If she can't jump on, then I'll bring, hopefully Robbie is on. I can bring her in. Let's see. Felicia, are you able to come in? Can you type me a message or something if you can't? You gotta go look for Felicia. Okay. Felicia is not able to jump on right now. Let's see if I can find. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to make it work. Give me a second. Where is Robbie? I don't see it. Robbie, send me a request, or Felicia, send me a request. There's Robbie right there. Let's see if I can bring. I tried to save Robbie for the closer, because Robbie is a closer, but I can't bring her on. Okay, Robbie and Felicia, I need you guys to be on a cell phone if possible, so I can bring you guys in. So just to give you a little background, so Felicia is our fitness person here. There she is. Felicia says she pressed accept, but it wouldn't let her, let me see, clear request. Why don't you send me a request, Felicia, and then I'll accept it for you if you can on your end. Yeah, I see both of you guys. I'm having some issues with bringing both. I don't even have the options now to add you guys anymore for some odd reason. I am trying my best to put you in, but it won't give me the option to add you. So I'll try one more time. Okay, there you are. All right, I see both of you guys. I can add again. We're going to try Felicia one more time. Felicia is an Army veteran. She is an American Ninja Warrior. I saw this girl on TV doing this stuff. She's a personal trainer, and then she got a full-time job. So dominating for her is like nothing. I think she could do half the stuff I do in her sleep. So this girl right here, I mean, listen, Felicia is just as strong. Yes, I'm trying to lift 400 pounds, but I think Felicia is absolutely capable of doing the exact same thing. I just hope I can get her on here tonight so that she can meet you guys. I'm not really sure, Felicia. I ain't the smoke signal to you. There she is.
Zazam!
Zazam! I'm just saying. And then you come on and say Zazam. I can't deal.
I've been pressing the button. I'm like, what? I'm pressing accept. It was telling me to rotate my phone, but I was rotating my phone, but wasn't nothing happening.
What we gonna do right now, please? That's what it is. I'm gonna tell Robbie, go upgrade your internet before I bring you on, boo. Okay, here we go. Here's Felicia, man. I gave him a little bit of information about you, Felicia, but of course, tell the world about yourself, what you do. Of course, they probably seen you on TV or something, flying from a.
Stop, girl, stop it. Well, what I just did because of Miss Robinson, who was just on, girl, I had to go brush my hair, change my shirt. She had my nerves, but I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me put my brand on. I wasn't even thinking. I just came from teaching class. I'm trying to rush and I'm watching everybody and I'm set up waiting for my turn. I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me pause. I need to brush my own hair, look at my own face, maybe change my shirt, put my own brand on. I'm all kind of messed up.
I knew better. That's why I put my little belt in the background, because Felicia would keep you. I got my shirt on. Listen,
I should have had my bands. I should have had my bands. I should have had them on top of the water jug.
Come on, Felicia. What
she got me together right quick. She got me together quick. All right. So Felicia Flake, aka Coach Fab. I was in the military for 5 years. It's crazy because a lot of people think that I got my fitness from the military, but that is a no. I was not into anything fitness in high school. I was in the choir, actually. I got 4 medals and 2 trophies in 2 different states for singing. Not for no type of, nothing that anybody would think of now. Nobody thinks about me singing now. In the military, I was the last person to finish the PT test. Why? Because I didn't like to run. I still don't like to run. You don't have to like to run. And that's what I like to do. I like to get people to get to their soulmate workout. Everything that's good for the next person is not going to be good for you. So say your friend lose 50 pounds. I've been going to Zumba and I love Zumba and I lost 50 pounds. You go to Zumba and you be like, I hate this. What are they doing? I don't know what's happening. It's because that workout is not the workout for you. My soulmate workout was insanity. As crazy as it may sound, that was my soulmate workout.
You must be crazy. I
started working out.
People got an insanity for a soulmate workout. This girl
is. But when I was in Afghanistan, I found a DVD in the PX for Thai Bo, and I was the only one in the gym with the DVD player on one side, with all the men lifting weights on the other side, getting my Billy Blanks on. Hey, that's how I like it. That's what I like to do. I didn't want to do that stuff they was doing, them push-ups, sit-ups. In basic training, I failed every PT test there was except the last one, because I didn't want them to hold me over, because I don't want to see them people face them no longer. I cried when I passed because I really didn't think I could make it. Like, fitness was not me because I didn't like what I was doing. I had to find my soulmate workout. I didn't like to do push-ups until now, because now I can actually do them. I didn't like to do them because I couldn't. Who's going to like to do something that you can't do? Right. And then now I hate when people call them woman push-ups. There's no such thing as women push-ups. Right. It's modified and regular push-ups, because I'm a female and I can do regular push-ups. Okay? Female push-ups. I do not like that, okay? Because I'm not a man. Hello.
Everybody do the same type of push-up. Right. We about to shout on here, man.
Is this women weight? Is this man weight? So I like to help people. I like people to look at me and my brand as fitness overall, not Felicia just as a coach, not just CrossFit, not just insanity, not just Ninja Warrior, but fitness. People come to me and they ask questions. And when I ask them their goals, that's how I lead them. If your goal is lifting more weights, then I'm going to lead you to CrossFit. Even though that has nothing to do with me, it doesn't pay my bills. I don't get anything from that. If your goal is weight loss and maybe a class, setting, you might not have time and you can only work out at home. I have that too. I have online challenges that are just at home. I have the bands that you can use that are just at home. I also have the Beachbody business. So my thing is, people come to me not even knowing that I'm a Beachbody coach because I'm the brand. They just see me as fitness. Well, before I buy this, I'm going to ask Felicia what she thinks before I spend my money, because she's going to tell me the real deal, which I do. I'm not going to tell you, oh, come to me, come to my class, I'm going to get you together, I'm coming to me. You're going to be lifting 300 pounds tomorrow. No, that is not the case. But I can tell you how to get to where you are, like Tiara. I know a lot of people have seen me with Tiara. I call her twin.
Yeah.
She asked me about fitness. She's been my friend for a long time. And just all of a sudden, you know what? I want to do this fitness thing. How do I start? I want to get toned. I'm not fat or anything, but I want to get toned. And I want to bench press. I want to bench press. So I'm like, come to my class on Monday night for free. Try it out. Then come with me at 5 a.m. to CrossFit the next morning. She liked both. She was doing both because she enjoyed it so much. She told me I changed her life. Like, she feels so much more energy. She's so much more happier. And she's like really fell in love with CrossFit. And if I never took her there, who's to say she would be so in love with coming to my class? You know what I mean? She likes my class, but she's more in love with CrossFit, even though that does not get me any money. That has nothing to do with, my brand or me. It's me helping everybody get to their soulmate workout.
I wanted to, you said she told you that she felt so much better, like life is better. Like,
yes,
so
her energy, her life, like, I changed her life. Everything is better just from her. And I have never hit her up about going to a workout or anything.
A lot of women don't understand how important the fitness piece is. Like, a lot of women don't understand that you can get to your other happy places by taking care of our temple first. And so that's why, of course, for me, I am, teaching the whole fit life balance, because I do put fitness on the forefront of my day. And I want you, to elaborate how important that is, to make fitness a priority. Yeah, everybody may not like to work out or what have you, but there are some tweaks and some adjustments that we can make in our life to at least, put us in a better place physically, so that we can perform in these other areas. Because of course you got, Mel that just came on and she's talking about excelling in your career and your business. You got Shayna that's coming on saying, hey, be, confident in your skin and understanding and owning who you are. But at the same time, if we're not feeling well, then all of those other pieces eventually are going to fall apart. And so that's the entire reason why I wanted, to have a fitness expert on, was just so that people could know and understand that fitness is important, and that's not something that you can wait until you're 50 years old to start looking at, but it needs to be, now. And then women,
but it's never too late. If you are 50, it's never too late to get started. It's never too late to get started.
And more so important, because I know you work with a lot of women. I mean, I haven't seen you working with a huge number of men. But what I want women to know,
from time to time, and they be embarrassed that my females could get it in more than them, so they really don't come back.
Lisa just tell her how it is. But I've
had people's husbands come because they claim they playing in class. Oh, you just playing? Y'all ain't doing nothing. So I tell them, please bring your husband, please bring your friend, and they come and they be like, man, I'ma just go lift weights somewhere. She crazy. Yeah, get out. Have a good day, sir.
I'm just saying that women can be strong and powerful too, but what I want women more so to know is that we have to take care of ourselves just as much as we take care of everybody else in our family.
Everybody else, exactly. And that's why I take care of myself at 5 a.m. I go to work at 7 and I get off at 4:30. I teach classes at 5:30 and 6:30. And I know by the end of the day, by the time I'm closing.
Okay, it looked like Felicia froze up on us. Let me see if she'll come back. Okay, it's frozen on my side, Felicia. Okay, I think you might be having some connection issues there, but what I want you guys to know for sure is that fitness is important to me, and of course, it is a core part of my brand. But everybody else that's been on here tonight, had absolutely nothing to do with fitness. And if you can see, the entire reason for the community is to bring women together that are strong in different arenas, because then we can, grow and learn from people that are strong in areas that we are weak. I think Felicia's trying to jump back on. I'm gonna try to pull her back in and see what happens there, so you guys can know where to find Felicia at and how you can get in contact with her. I hope I'm able to pull her back into the live. Yeah, there she is. Okay, we back. You got it?
We live, baby.
There we go.
Y'all should see this stuff I'm trying to set up. Let me turn my camera around. Man, I need a tripod.
That's all you need.
I'm trying to set up everything.
This girl got her phone set up on supplements. That's how you know fitness is life right now, baby. Fitness is life. Please tell the people before I don't want us to lose this connection again. Tell the people where you are. There it is. On the supplement bar. Tell the people where they can find you at, Felicia. And you know where they can get more information about you. And then once we finish, like once I pull you back out, please be sure to put your contact information and everything inside of the comments as well. Okay. So tell everybody where they can find you at. You know, of course, locally, you can list some of the gyms, but if they're not local, you know, tell where they can find you at online, because I know you offer some stuff online as well. So let them know.
I'm in Slidell at Sculpt Fitness. It's on Front Street. On Instagram, I'm Coach Fab #1. There's a lady that I'm trying to get her to take her Coach Fab. I want to buy it from her, but she's just a dance teacher. I'm just saying. So I'm Coach Fab #1 until on Facebook, I'm just Felicia Flake. And the only thing about me that's flaky is my name. Y'all keep me in prayer. I submitted again for season 10 of Ninja Warrior. Crystal seen the video. She says it's a winner. So hopefully y'all will see me again. I am the first female out of Louisiana to be on Ninja Warrior twice before they let another female on. I'm just saying.
Yes. See there, man. I'm telling you, I don't rock with just anybody, man. Felicia's doing big things. I can't wait to see you on American Ninja Warrior, because you're going to get on that thing. So if you guys want to know where Felicia is, she's going to drop her information off. Now don't show off your muscles on the live. You're going to put my little muscle to shame. Don't do that to the people. No, I'm just playing with her. She's going to put your stuff.
I'm hanging on all that stuff. I can't do nothing but have them muscles.
Oh my God, Felicia, put your stuff in the comments so that they can find you after the live, so they can get more information about you.
Yes, I thank you so much. That girl crazy. I'm looking for her.
I'm looking forward to having you in the community and teaching everybody about fitness and living a healthier lifestyle. So I really do appreciate your time and your commitment to the community. This is going to be right exciting. Of course, you know fitness.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate Ms. Robinson before she had me to get my hair together. Is it looking like
Satan's doing a job, baby. All right, we out. Thanks a lot, Felice.
All right, babies.
All right. Oh, we bring in the closer. Y'all are hanging with me tonight. Robbie, I have to try to, Robbie, this is what I need you to do. Can you send me a request, Robbie? Because you the closer, girl. You know you about to, your phone might cut off when Robbie get on here, because she is just that good. That's all I'm about to tell y'all. Robbie, I need you to, oh, there she is, right there. There she is. I'm adding her to the live list. Listen, this lady right here got my whole life right. Do you hear me? All I'm saying is I knew I was adding her to the community before it was a community. I just needed everybody to know her because I know her. This girl is absolutely phenomenal. Faith walk is super strong. And that's one of the core values of the Dominate community, faith. Now, of course, I teach, fit life balance. Look at her. But let me tell y'all my secret before I let my girl go. Because once Robert get on here, I am no longer the show, okay? So let me tell you, I teach fit life balance, right? But what a lot of people don't know is that my day actually starts with faith. I'm going to start with my prayer. I'm going to start with my worship. I'm going to start with my quality time, with God. And so what is really the secret sauce is having faith as the foundation. And this girl right here, let me tell you something. She right next to the Father. You hear me? She know her stuff. Oh, that's all I'm about to tell you. Robbie, Skeeter, my home girl, my sister. Come on, tell the people who we talking to. Tell them, where you coming from, what you do. Tell them everything. Just let them know.
Everything? I gotta tell them everything?
Tell them everything. I'm gonna just sit like this.
Well, hello everybody. I am Associate Pastor Robbie K. First from Word of Faith AWC in the historic city of Natchez, Mississippi. I'm the director of Team Experience, a group of crazy radical young adults hailing from different parts of the world, different denominations, different backgrounds. I'm also a community project manager for NFL athletes. And so I got a lot of stuff going on. So I don't want to be long with the introductions, but how y'all feeling? Crystal, what do you want to be talking about?
Come on now, don't be shy on these introductions, because she got a whole slew of them. You hear me? Like this girl, let me tell you, I can't. I can't. Oh, you gonna make me cry on my own live. Just keep talking. I don't even want to talk. Listen, this girl right here. If there is any area in your life that you are struggling, this woman will pull you out the bottom of the pit. Do you hear me? She will pull you out and wash you off with the coldest water, give you the greatest word, and put you on your way ready to go change the world. This girl right here is responsible for the fire that's in me right now. Do you hear me? Oh,
Wow.
yes, she famous. You hear me? Come on. Come on. I just need you to give the people just a little taste of what you know about how important it is to have a strong foundation of faith. Just a little taste now, cause I know you can go in.
Okay, so as we begin, we have to know and understand that faith is the currency of the kingdom of God, is how it works. But also we have to understand that faith is not a church word. Faith is a word that we live by. It's a belief system. It's how we think. It's how we function. It's how we operate. And so a lot of times people are wondering why they're not getting the results that they should be getting. It's simply because of the fact that they're not moving or functioning by faith. Everything that we do has to take place by faith. I was talking to my dad, and one of the things he always tells me is that those of us who are in the kingdom of God, those of us who trust God and believe God, because your faith is pretty much saying, I trust you, I'm relying on you, I'm believing in you to make this happen. Everything that you do, even the funding and stuff that you need, the kingdom of God is operated through faith. You cannot do anything without faith. You can't get fit like the previous young lady Felicia was talking about without having faith. You can't build your brand without having some type of faith. You can't enlarge your network without having a level of faith. And that's what the people that are watching me today, you have to have a level of faith to operate in. And the thing about faith is it's a growing process. The Bible says that we go from glory to glory, faith to faith. So you don't just get out here, I'm gonna believe God for millions of dollars, when you can't even believe him just for the simple things as such as you passing the test. You grow into levels of faith, and that's how you begin to build, and you go from glory to glory, faith to faith. And you need faith for the journey that we're facing, the journey that we're walking every single day. Being a part, Crystal launching Dominate with Crystal, this is a faith journey. This wasn't something she just woke up and said, I'm a boss move. No, this took time, this took effort, this took money, this took all these different things, and it took a great level of faith. And so we cannot expect manifestations in our life. We can't expect miracles. We can't expect to make boss moves if we're not moving by faith. And so as people, we got to understand that faith is the currency that makes everything work. And without faith, it's going to fail. Okay, you got to have a level of faith. Okay, is that enough for the
Hey, I'm over here getting ready to say. I'm just saying, I know that, for me, faith is so important. And then, the word that God gave me for the year was the year of great faith.
Yeah.
And so I know that even though I do have strong faith, I need now more of it, because he's saying to me, there are some things that I want you to do, and I'm going to need you to have even more faith than what you have. And so in areas of which I'm weak, I need people like a Robbie to build me up and say, hey, Crystal, no, you got this. No, Crystal, don't do it that way. No, don't worry about it. It's not what you think it is, or what have you. Like, I need people in my corner, which is why the community piece is so important. Because if I go all the way back to male, I wasn't as strong
than what you say. And so that faith grows. That faith has to continue because it comes by hearing. And the scripture says hearing by the word of God. But just in the natural, you have to talk to yourself to increase your faith. You have to talk to, and this is the crazy part. Even if we say it scripturally, Jesus, the only thing he told us to fight was a good fight of faith. Never said fight the devil. Never said fight none of that. He said fight the good fight of faith. As a matter of fact, he told the disciples, he said, he was talking to one of the disciples, he said, whatever you do, I pray that your faith don't fail you. Not your money, not your career, not your none of that. Your faith cannot fail, because you can have all of those things and those things falter because faith falls. And we have to be very, very intentional in increasing our faith, building our faith, you know, growing our faith and being around faith people. You can't expect to live in, let's say, a mansion on the hill when you're dealing with people whose faith level is only on the apartment. There's nothing wrong with having an apartment. There's nothing wrong with living in a trailer. But you can't expect for your faith to grow if you're not hearing mansion, 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 and being around people that are proclaiming and decreeing and declaring that these things are going to happen for you. So we have to live by faith, and you got to be surrounded by faith-minded people. But if you don't have faith-minded people or a dominate community like this, then you'll be stuck living at the same level, doing the same stuff, getting the same results over and over again. So we need people of faith to join together and make moves together and grow together and love together and build together. And that's why it's very, very important. No matter what level or what standard your faith is on, your faith grows when you are around other faith-like people, other faith-minded people. But if you're around folks that's just lower level, don't want to do nothing, don't want to grow, then how do you expect your faith to grow? And as the young lady said earlier, you got to be okay with being around people who know more than you, who have more than you, and you have to have the faith to believe that eventually one day I'm going to have that level of faith.
I'm on here trying to figure out how to like my own video. Like, how can I like it, you know, and throw the hearts out there for my girl? How you gonna just preach like that, like just in a matter of seconds? How you do? Listen to me.
I don't know.
I realized a long time ago that I had to wash out the negativity that was in my space. It hurt me like never before because I had to cut off people that I loved, you know, and not go to places that I, you know, used to go, and then not do things that I did previously. And that was a very difficult space for me. But the negativity will drown out your face any day.
That's it.
And if we don't purge, literally purge our surroundings, then we don't have the space to grow. Like, it's too much negativity around. Like, I literally, I mean, and not to hurt anybody's feelings that's on here, but if you have a negative lifestyle and you want to be a part of the dominate community, that's great. But do know and understand that it's not even tolerated. Like, the talk was, I can't do this, and I can't, like, we can't have that because our faith game is strong.
That's right.
And we're trying to get it stronger. And negativity doesn't mesh well with the faith game.
That's right.
And as women, we'll get together and we'll talk about how bad the times are. You know what I'm saying? And how horrible everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Or they talk about your kids all the time and wondering why they feel a little chucky. Like, instead of us getting together trying to figure out as a community, okay, how can I build my faith game, you know, to the point where I get rid of little Chucky kid? You know, where my kid has a sweet spirit now. You know what I'm saying? You know, instead of us talking about the people on our jobs with our girlfriends, we need to be getting together in a faith-based community saying, okay, God, how can you elevate me, you know, out of this place? You know, or how can I use my faith game and make it so strong that I change the person that's making my job miserable right now?
That's right.
But women, we don't do that together.
That's right.
We get together and we be even more negative together. I'm just saying that's not the culture or the temperature of the dominate community. Like, it don't even go down like that. Like, negativity isn't tolerated because we want to live the lifestyle that we were meant to live from Eden times. Like, that's we want to get it and have it all.
That's right.
And the only way we can do that is to walk in strong faith.
That's it.
I don't
know. There's so many different examples where Jesus encouraged them to, you know, launch out into the deep. That's a faith move. Encourage them to do different gestures that will cause their faith. And let me tell you something. Whatever you're gonna do, even getting married requires faith. Even opening a business requires faith. Getting your health in alignment requires faith. Whatever it is, it requires you to grow in faith. And so that's one of the things I think that people are lacking. That's why we're not seeing the manifestation. Plus, also the twin for faith is faith without works is dead. So a lot of us got the faith to believe, but we don't have the works to support the faith that we have. So it's like, hey, I'm believing God for a new job. Hey, I'm believing God, you know, for my health to get in alignment. But when it comes time for the job to take place, watch me now, we won't go fill out no applications. We won't go network. We won't even go and see who's actually hiring. So it's okay if you got that faith, but you also need the work. Just like with the workout, you can have faith hey, 2018 gonna be my year. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. Or I'm gonna get toned up. But if you don't have the work to support the faith, that's why he said faith without works is dead. It's a waste of time. And so we need people to grow into that faith arena. But you also, women, you have to grow in your works level. You just can't believe, you know, I'm gonna get married this year or whatever, but you ain't got no works to support your effort.
Grow in your works level.
Okay.
Go, girl.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That was good.
What do you So all I'm challenging you, those who will be a part of this Dominate community, I do encourage you to, because it's gonna push you to believe. I was just talking to actually one of my pro athletes, right? And you know, I have these things that I'm working on. I'm like, oh, I need faith for this, and I need the funding for this, but I know the funding comes through faith, right? And so I'm talking, and he was like, yeah, man, I just had to pay like $3 million for this business I'm investing in. I'm thinking to myself, like, what I just wrote down was nothing. Like, how are you, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, and that $3 million is outside of my pay grade. And so the Lord was saying, why you can't believe like that? Spoke to me real quick, because you're still lower level, you know, on your faith. And that's why you got to grow, and you got to be around people who thinking above and beyond what you're thinking about. The disciples rolled with Jesus. That might have been intimidating to some of y'all, but you know, but I would have rolled with him too, because I'm trying to figure out how is he doing these things that he's doing, and he's doing them by faith.
Come on.
So don't back down.
Come on. How Jesus getting this done and I can't get it done?
Yeah. Don't be intimidated by other powerful women, powerful entrepreneurs. You know, I like Miss Felicia. Like, I need to come to Slidell, get my whole life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, but people will look at that, and because your faith level is low. And I'm gonna tell y'all this about low faith, it shows up in your performance. It shows up in your attitude. It shows up in your conversation. And people can tell when you do not have faith. My dad says this all the time. He said, y'all know how we operate. We'll be low on money, and we'll say, okay, Lord, I'm gonna pray. And we get on our knees, Father, bless me with the money. You know I need $300 by tomorrow. But what we do is we get up off our knees. We already got a plan B. Let me call Crystal and let her give me the $300 I just prayed for. Because my faith isn't there to believe for the 300. I just did that as a routine because I want God to feel like I'm really trusting him, but I'm really not, because my actual backup plan is what I trust. And so we have to get out of that, and we have to believe, look, God, I'm riding with you. You know what I got, this deadline coming up. You know what's going on. I'm going to sit here till you do what you do, but I'm gonna be moving at the same. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So you got, Crystal, quit laughing. Like,
you don't understand. I'm about to go join the Dominate community right now. You know, like, I'm gonna sign up for my membership. Girl, you break it down, faith. Like, this is what I'm telling y'all right now. This is why life is going to new levels. I wanted y'all to see 100% that what Crystal do on a daily basis ain't got nothing to do with me. When you got people like Robin in your ear once a week, building your faith up like this, when you got Shayna getting your life right, when Felicia out there busting down these weights, and I'm like, how I'm gonna figure that out? And then Mel comes through in, hey, I think you should do this for your business. I can't get it wrong, because I got too many people that's helping me to make it right.
That's right.
But the foundation, though, which is why my girl came on here on the closing, I'm just saying we need to get this live off. Listen, if you ain't thinking about signing up in the Dominate community right now, I'm going to say like the Bible say, woe unto you. Woe is the Bible cuss word. You hear me? Woe unto you if you do not want to be in this Dominate community so you could get some of this juice. Because she got the juice. She got me in my own house. I'm sweating right now in my own house because of that word right there. Girl, listen. Robbie, you just stay on here. Just stay on here. Just listen. If y'all got questions, this is what we about to do. We about to switch it out, because if you got questions, I want to answer them, but we done been on here just a tad bit over the hour, which I don't even care, because that word right there was for me.
Yeah.
You're a great faith. I received it. But if you got questions and all that, you can drop them in. But I'm going to just give you guys just a little segue here. Okay. If you are interested in joining the Dominate community, my girl Shayna is going to drop that link there in the thing. I will drop it in here after the live is off as well. But for the first 48 hours, which some of them is already gone, because we are well over a half a day into today. But for the first 48 hours, the Dominate community in the She Dominates membership, that's the top level membership, the one that you get access to the live calls of which, like what we're doing today, is going to be $19.99 for life if you sign up inside of the Dominate community for the first 48 hours, which I've mentioned half of them is gone. Now I'm doing that for the first 20 women that will jump off in there. The She Dominates membership is regular $49.95 a month. And after all of these she-rolls that just jumped on here tonight, $49 is chump change, because I know half of y'all driving through Starbucks, y'all get these sweet weaves, going in there getting the best pedicures and manicures. Listen, skip one of them and get yourself inside the Dominate community for this $19.99, because I swear it's worth every dollar of it, because this girl right here going to give you your whole life, and the rest of them going to give you your life. And these aren't even all the coaches that are inside of the community. Some of the women couldn't make it on tonight, so I could only, bring on a few. But I just wanted you guys to get a taste of what I get in my life on a daily basis. I have access to these women all the time. And so you guys are thinking that, Crystal is some type of phenomenon. No, I have a community of people that pour into me on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that make sure that I keep my life right. And I can't allow other women to continue to struggle. I can't allow other women to fall in their faith game and walk up and say a prayer and then walk off and do exactly what she said do, try to make your own way. It's time out for that. We have the skills, we have the power and the abilities to do exactly what it is that we were created and born to do. And me personally, I feel like I have the power to dominate, and I'm gonna do that thing because I got a strong faith game thanks to my girl that just gave me the word. Listen, if y'all didn't go to church at the beginning of the year, this is your word for the year right there. Take it, watch the live back, get your notes. If you want to be in the Dominate community, click on the website. I don't know if Shayna's dropped it in. Go ahead.
For those of y'all that are watching, the best development is personal development, and you need to invest in yourself this year. A lot of us spend so much time investing in other people. It's very important that you get you some mentors, get involved in some groups or organizations that can help you build you, because your network determines your net worth. And if we don't understand, that we need help, all of us need help. Some of us need, that's what marriage counselors are for. You need help with your marriage. You need personal development, and I encourage y'all, don't be saying, oh, I don't have enough money to do this. The money is there. It's there. You just got to budget your life well enough and budget your finances well enough in order to invest in you. And so I'm encouraging all of y'all to be a part of the Dominate community. It is my pleasure, my complete joy to be a part of the team, the team of She-Rolls, to help all the ladies get our whole life. I'm going to be getting my life. You know what I'm saying? The first three ladies already, they coaching me. So I mean, we all need to be a part and invest in you, man. Invest. If you don't do anything else, take the time, take some money, and invest in you.
There you go. Robin just gave you your whole life. She claims she about to get her whole life. I'm just saying, Robin gave us all the business. 3
months or do something. I mean, I'm just
do something. Do whatever you need. Do whatever you need. But I'm saying, after the jewels that was just dropped on here tonight, I know that $20 a month is just unbelievable for the value.
That $20 on lunch in 2 days.
Surely I could spend that on the bed. Thank you. Surely. If we spend, all I'm saying is, I know how much it costs to do weave. My sisters do hair. And what I'm saying is, before you even get it put in, the little packages that you buy from the little hair store is a couple $100.
At $200 each.
So I'm just saying, take a bundle break, get your little braid in, hit your little set it off braid real quick, and get in the community so we can get your whole life. Look, if y'all got questions, because see, Robert had me out here all night. When we get together,
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing it tonight.
She got a baby. We got kids, and thank God for our support system outside of our female support system, because the men is holding it down right now. Do you hear me? They holding it down with these babies. So if y'all got questions, drop them in so I can answer them. I would try my best to come back and answer all the questions and comments from tonight's live. I'm so sorry if I don't get back to them tonight, but I will get to answering your questions. So if you guys got some questions, go ahead and drop them inside of here. Again, listen, first 48 hours, I am not an extender. I am cutting that. Matter of fact, it's already set to cut off at midnight on February the 3rd. It's gone. The system is going to do it. Absolutely out of the way. So
Lisa, I'm not going to play with you.
I'm sorry, Jaleesa. I'm trying to help the people life. They gonna come back and get their bundles right after we get their life right. Listen, First 48 hours only. Do you hear me? Only. The She Dominates membership is $19.99 a month for the lifetime of your membership if you sign up within the first 48 hours. That's amazing value. I'm sorry. After what I just saw, it ain't had nothing to do with me. Y'all better get that 20 and figure it out. Now, after that, it's $49.95 a month, and we ain't talking about nothing else. Like, that's just what it is, because we understand that if you don't put anything towards your personal development, you're not gonna value it.
Yeah.
I've learned that, on my own dime. Somebody give me a book, I won't read it, but let me pay $3 for a book. Let me get a free credit from Audible and download a book and see how many times I read it. But as soon as I pay for something, that's when I value. So I think you guys have seen enough of the value that we have to offer in this community.
$3,
so
$3 hard.
So, hey, I pay for. You can find some cheap books, like the Goodwill or something. Listen. If you guys want to be in the Dominate community, we would love to have you. We want to build your life up like never before. We're going to take your faith game to another level. We're going to help your fitness life out for sure. And, of course, Shayna going to get your life together with this branding. And Mel going to get your mind right. So it's good. And we got Shakur Moore is another one of my coaches. She couldn't be on tonight, but she is strong in the area of family. So, of course, we need some help in those areas as well. Oh, yes, we need it. So she's going to be helping us with that. And, of course, there'll be some more coaches that join us as well. Somebody's looking for the link. Shayna,
reposted.
Shayna, can you put that link in again? We had somebody that wanted the link. But do you guys have any questions before I let you go? Because I promise this is like way over the time. We are 15 minutes over right now. So if you have any more questions, I'm going to try my best to answer them on the live. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, somebody's putting the link in.
Mel did.
I don't see anything. Yeah, Mel put the link in for him. So, all right. I tell you what, if y'all don't have any questions, you can always inbox me. Listen, you can find me on Facebook. If you guys aren't friends with me on Facebook, go to my Dominate with Crystal Facebook page. I'm on Instagram, Dominate with Crystal. If you guys need to email me some questions, you can email me at info@dominatewithcrystal.com. I'll respond to those as quickly as I can. If you guys want to inbox me on Facebook, that's fine as well. But I am telling you right now, this is one well that you want to tap into, because listen, we going. And we ain't stopping. So that's all I'm telling you. Lemoyne wants to know what comes in the community.
Your wife.
I'm going to
I said your wife.
My wife. Well, yes, I come in the community. Of course, you're gonna have access to all of these coaches. And so in the She-Wrote package, you basically do get access to our private Facebook group and then some of the recorded trainings that we have. However, on the She Dominates level, you do get access to live calls, just like the one we did tonight. It'll be live webinars each week. Tuesday night at 8 p.m. we'll be live on the call with all of the women in the community. We'll be teaching on all levels of as it relates to fitness, family, finances, and faith. And then Shayna is going to teach us as well on fun. And I just wanted to put a plug in there. A lot of times women don't take enough time to have fun.
Amen.
We're going to have some girl fun in this community. You hear me? We're gonna be happy. We're going to have fun. So those are our 5 pillars for the Dominate community. So, of course, on the She-Wrote side, you get access to all of those things as well, and the recorded trainings. And some bonuses as well. But if you would click on that link that Shayna just dropped in for you guys, you'll be able to see what you have access to at all levels. If you guys have any questions, all my contact information is there. I thank you guys so much for coming on. Robbie, listen. Thank you for taking my faith game to a whole nother level on my whole life.
No problem.
That's how it works. That's how community works. You hear me? I want to thank Mel and Shayna and Felicia for jumping on. And, of course, Shakur is going to do a fantastic job for us as well as one of our coaches. So we just want to, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We went well over our time, but I think it was well worth it. I'm going to watch this live again to teach me something. You hear me?
Right.
So I just want to thank you guys again. Love you, Robbie. Love all my coaches. Y'all have a great night.
Do I need to leave some information?
Yes,
okay.
Thank you for telling me that.
No problem.
Listen, y'all need to find this chick. Look, tell them where they find you at, and then I'm gonna leave it live on, and they gonna just look at the side of my face so you can have time to type some stuff in.
Listen, you can reach me at www.robbie, ROBBIE, KCADE, Furge, FURDGE.com. You can also join me with my Hub network at www.hubnetwork.com. And if you're looking for me on Facebook, it's Robbie K. Furge, or on Instagram, it is I am Robbie K. I look forward to hearing from you.
Great, and I just put your website in there for you,
Cool.
Robbie, on the live, so you good. But put the last two on there so they can find you. I thank y'all so much for hanging with us this long. This was absolutely amazing. I'm shocked and awed. This is too good for me. Y'all need to go find Robbie. I found her. I ain't letting her go. That's all I'm telling you.
Really?
I love y'all, man. Y'all shoot some hearts, like and share the video with some other women that need exactly what we talked about tonight. I really do appreciate you guys' support. Robbie, I'm gonna knock you off so that you can go ahead and put your information in the
I already did.
okay. Look at you, girl. You do too much. How you do that? I couldn't even figure out how to
girl, I don't know.
Bye, girl. We out. All right, man. Shoot some hearts on that thing. Share the video.